Welcome to portal number one, the first portal that we are opening, which is the portal of miracles. So I'm inviting you to join me, to settle down, to get comfortable, just as I am. Give yourself the time and space to be here for this, what will be a teaching, an activation. There will more than likely be some journaling, some reflection for you in relation to this energy of miracles. So, right off the bat, close your eyes. If it feels good, if you're not driving, if you're not listening to this while you're driving, and take a moment to just bring yourself into this time and space of being here and opening up to the energy of miracles. And immediately as I close my eyes, I'm seeing each of you and seeing your physical bodies and what is expanding beyond your physical body, the light beyond your body. You know, when you see a silhouette of someone, and then if someone is standing in front of you and you close your eyes, often you can still see the remnants of the person. And then there's a beautiful outline of light beyond you, the way you would see an aura, perhaps. And what is coming through is that miracles are often the unseen revealing themselves. One of my favorite sayings is expect miracles. And in relation to that, miracles are often the unexpected. And so we are expecting the unexpected. And I'm going to go into that. I have unexpectedly just dived straight in. There were a whole lot of things I wanted to open this session with, but I'm just going to keep with this tangent while we're here. And the tangent is connected to the air element in a way that the air element helps us see the unseen, helps us be able to, from a higher perspective, look at a situation through what I always say, the lens of love. But I'd like you to connect to this lens as being the lens of spirit, a mystical lens, a supernatural lens, a lens that is magical, a lens that holds the energy of alchemy. And when we are looking at something that way, with this energy of magic, miracles, and alchemy, we are able to see beyond what we currently see. And that is what's coming through. So, in order to be able to tap into the portal of a miracle, the portal of boundless, endless miracles, we are opening up, and by we, saying goodbye to my child, I mean you and everybody who's watching this, whether you are watching it in this first round of this journey or down the line. We are opening up to looking or opening up to being shown that we currently cannot see. And so because we are human, we move through life often very much caught up with what is happening in our day-to-day life, what is happening in our world, what is happening in our business. And we may get bogged down by the day-to-day realities, or we may be pulled into what do we need to do today in order to get to X, Y, and Z? Or what do we need to do in our business in order to? And we focus on the known entities, the known quantities, the current status quo of what is happening. And when we want to invite in the energy of miracles, we are opening up to beyond that. Because when we function just on our human legs, we are limited. And by human legs, I'm meaning just in terms of the physical aspect. If we don't really feel the truth that we are energy beings, that we are at the basis of what we are tapped into this beautiful pure love energy that holds, codes, and holds our essence and connects us to this energy of pure love that flows through us, that is you. If we disconnect from that and we are just connected into this physical reality of the mechanics of life, we are cutting off that source. So take a moment now to drop in and just to feel the truth that you are more than your physical body. And this is something that you already know. And remember, at the start of this journey, I mentioned that there will be many concepts that I will be sharing with you that may seem basic, simple, that you already know. But the joy of this process is being able to just embody it in a new way, in a different way. Let it land differently. Allow something else to click in. And so taking a moment just to connect into you being more than the human that you are. And feel how you are connected to the cosmos, the vast, expansive galaxy, universal, pure love, energy, divine consciousness. And yet you are still connected in this moment to your physical body. You are grounded here in this lifetime. And you, as the human that you are, being connected to this beautiful energy that you are, connected to spirit, to God, to the universe, whatever resonates with you, you have multiple missions. You have reasons, not one reason, many reasons, many purposes, many missions, many creations that you get to create. For being here in this moment, in this lifetime, as you, for being born. And so just the fact that you are here, just the fact that you were born, just the fact that you exist, connects you to the energy of miracles. But I'm inviting you to feel the truth that, yes, you are here for many reasons, not just one, many reasons. You are powerful. You do get to co-create. You do have a connection to the energy that you are because it is who you are. It is who you naturally are. And so I'm inviting you to feel the truth of that as well. It is who you naturally are. It is not something that you need to search for. It is not something that is outside of you. So just feel yourself exhale. You get to rest in this. You get to rest in this truth. And take a moment to rest in the truth that you are already a magical being. In this moment without having to change a thing. Okay, that was a little tangent that came. I will share. This is how this is going to flow. It's going to flow through flow. My intention is that I am connecting into pure love energy and I'm allowing pure love energy to flow through me. And the intention is that this journey that we are walking together, that the activations and the teachings, the interaction that you have with other beautiful souls on this journey, that everything on this journey is going to drop you in to your power, to your magic, to spirit, to your many beautiful purposes, to miracles, to magic, to alchemy. And so in this moment, feel that, feel that, feel that. That is available for you. Claim it, it's yours, it's here. That is my intention. That is what you may call a prayer, a spell, a declaration. In this moment, feel that. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to pull a card for this portal that has been opened, the portal of miracles, for you. And so I'm going to take a moment just to connect into all of you beautiful souls that are here on the journey. And if you're watching this down the line, I have got a little pink slip there for you too. Pink slip. I don't know what that means, but what came through is permission. Permission. Give yourself permission to be open to the magic. Okay, so connecting into our collective, to each of you that are journeying through this 4-week process, going through all the portals, connecting into the portal of miracles for you, a miracle being, something that drops into your life. Often it is the unseen. Ooh, okay. So we have two. And I'm going to share both of them with you. The first one is Direction Guardian. Choose your path. This is very much holding the energy of multiple timelines. This is taking the pressure off. There is not one timeline. There are multiple timelines, and we're going to open the portal of timelines as well. It is the last portal for this journey. But what's coming through and what's being underlined is the word choose. And it is being directed back to my notes. So I just want to check what it's related to. Okay, it's being connected to what I wrote here, divine timing, in the sense that, so this section of my notes that I've got here are actually some of the stumbling blocks to receiving miracles in our life. And when I use the word blocks essentially are illusions. They are not real. And therefore we are able to dissolve them. And so even in this moment, if you have a sense of having any blocks, money blocks, any blocks in relation to love, any blocks in relation to your business, I'm inviting you to just feel the truth that they are just illusions that you get to release. But we will get there. What's coming through for this is that one of the blocks to receiving is that we may be using the excuse that we are waiting for divine timing. And there are times when we do wait. There are times when we are in the void. And when we're in the void, this feeling of almost a sense of being in like what feels like a lull, like what's happening, nothing's happening. That is the time when we are required to trust and have faith. And in actual fact, I wrote something down here, if you let me find it, in relation to faith earlier today. And it is, because it's connected to what I've been sharing. Faith is believing in the things that you cannot see, the things that are already done. And in order to have faith, we need to not focus so much on what it is that we are seeing, but what it is that we aren't seeing. So isn't that beautiful? Ties right back. And so back to divine timing, sometimes there is definitely the feeling of this is not the right time, or I need to wait for divine timing. But there can also be it can also be used as an excuse, and I have done this myself, where I convince myself that it is not meant to be, or I'm not meant to move forward because of divine timing. And in actual fact, there is just fear around me taking up space and taking the next step, and I'm using the excuse of divine timing. So you get to choose. You get to say yes, say yes, say yes to you, yes to you. What are the things that you want to say yes to? And you have a deep knowing of what is for you in this lifetime. You have a deep knowing of what is for you and all the miracles that you cannot see. And you have a deep knowing of what is not for you. And in this moment, in actual fact, I'm going to open up the workbook. And so as you are watching this, you can use this as a journaling question. What do I have a deep knowing is for me? What do I have a deep knowing isn't for me? Excuse me if it's not right. grammatically correct as I'm reading it. It sounds a bit strange, but I think you know what I mean. What do you know is for you in this lifetime, and what do you know is not for you in this lifetime? And the reason why I'm asking this is the things that are not for you, are you currently living them? And how can you rest in trust? How can you move your focus away from the distractions and the push and the hustle and into resting in trust? Something else is coming through. It's in my notes as well. Give me a moment. And that is what is it? It's like right here. I'm actually going to pause to find it. I'm not sure if I found it. I feel like I lost that little thread. But it landed somewhere else, and that is if you feel that you do not know what is for you, then ask. Ask and it will be shown. We do not realize how much power we hold, how much power we have just through taking the time to drop in, to ask, and then to listen, and then to trust what you hear. That's how we practice our connection, is trust what comes through every time. Just trust what comes through. Just trust what comes through every time. And then we take action. And so I had my phone not on silent because I was waiting for a call, so I apologize. I'm going to read this card quickly and see if there's anything else that's popping out that can be shared with you in relation to miracles. Connect with your deepest desires. Ooh. Then choose the path that will make your heart and soul sing. So there we go. Multiple timelines, many paths. There is no right or wrong path for you to move forward in. Just choose the path that makes your heart sing. Your deepest desires, your deepest human desires, is what spirit wants for you. Give yourself permission. It's the pink permission slip that came through earlier, that message. So take a moment to feel that truth, that your deepest desires are what spirit desires for you. Choose the path that will make your heart sing. What is the path? The next step that will make my heart sing. What are my deepest desires? What am I giving myself permission to ask for? My deepest desires are what spirit wants for me. Planning. Okay, so I put that into the workbook for you. So that came through for miracles. In order to receive the miracles that are already here for you, remember there are multiple timelines. There is not one path. There is not one purpose. You have many missions, many purposes, many reasons for being here. You don't need to figure them all out in this moment. All you need to do is drop into Spirit and ask Spirit to show you what is next, and then to follow that next step that is bringing you the most joy and the most peace. Trust what comes through, and you will be taken on the path of miracles. That is how it works. Ask Spirit to show you the miracles, to bring the unseen into reality in relation to money, in relation to love, in relation to legacy, in relation to your purpose here on the planet in this lifetime, in relation to you living out the fullest expression of who you are. Choose. And the way to choose is to trust. And the way to trust is to drop in and listen. Okay. And I love this as the next card. It is the Shaman card, and it's trust in higher forces. And this goes right back to what I was sharing in the beginning. We are human and we have our human plans, and we can try and use all of our human capabilities and ignore the higher capabilities that we have access to, not tapping into the energetics and the divine consciousness and this pure love energy that flows through us, and allowing that to be our fuel, and trusting that there is a much bigger picture that we cannot see, trusting that we are supported. Okay, I'm getting there. Okay. So what I'm just connecting to is timelessness. Timelessness. There really is a much bigger picture. What's coming through in this card is there are spiritual allies working in your favor, and their miracles will unfold much more easily when you move into a state of trust. So call back your power. Stop allowing external forces to divert you from the miracles that are already here. Wow. Okay. So these are the two cards that came through. Oopsie. For the Portal of Miracles. Absolutely love them. I will pop them into the Facebook group for you. I'm not going to pop the messages in the card because what came through was a little bit different. And I'm going to go back to everything that I wrote down for miracles. So for miracles, I'm going to take a moment because I need the loo, I realize. I will be back. I'm going to pause and come back now. Okay, so I'm back, feeling better. Right, so I'm going to take a moment to just share something else with you, and then I think I want to dive into some of the blocks that, or signs perhaps, that miracles are not able to come through, because of course they're already here. And then do a little activation and really just tap into the energy of miracles for you. So I'm inviting you just to take a moment, and again, this is coming back to this card here, which is that there are multiple timelines, but there are different ways of moving through the timelines. And what I want to share with you, which I have shared before in other trainings, is that we have, and at the beginning of this training, we have the choice, again, choose. We have the choice of how we are going to move through our lives. And this is really the essence of it. We could choose to move through our lives disconnected and just relying on our human resources, let's call it that. Or we can open up to the truth that we are connected to this vast, expansive field of pure love energy that is there to support us, that has multiple timelines, that is beyond what we can even comprehend in terms of the complexities and the power, and that this beautiful field of energy and the energy that we are gives us access to magic and alchemy, to the mystical, the supernatural, and we can choose to move through with that energy, opening up to that energy, calling that energy in, calling spirit in. And when we are connecting into that, we are really affirming the truth that there is a much bigger picture. Of course, there is so much that we cannot see from our human capacity in this moment that we may not have seen. And when we open up and we open up to expanding beyond that, tapping into the energy of limitless potential, tapping into the energy of having this infinite abundance that is available to us, tapping into the energy of pure love, we are affirming that, yes, of course, we are here for multiple reasons. Yes, of course, we have a deep, high-level purpose for being on the planet in this body with the natural skills that we have been given, the talents, who we naturally are, and really just feel the truth of that as well. It is who you naturally are. That's where your power lies. You were born with the power of who you are. It is who you are. Just by your mere existence, it is who you are, and you hold the power. So claim that, and claim that expansion of tapping into the magic and alchemy. And that is the one perspective, the one view that we can move through these timelines with. We can choose, right? Choose the path. Are we going to choose the path of the mystical, the magical, and the alchemical? Or are we going to choose the path of our limited human capacity, where we are not connected to anything magical, where we don't have access to miracles, where it's just what we see in front of us that is real and nothing else is? So in this moment, what path do you choose? I'm going to put that into what path do you choose? The mundane, realistic, or the magical? And when you choose the path that you choose, and if you're here, you're choosing the magical path, right? When you choose the magical path, affirm it, claim it, declare it. Open up to it in this moment, ground it in, breathe it in. And we're going to embody, I'll do an activation for you to really feel the truth of that and the power of that. But in this moment, you get to breathe it in, allow it to drop into your cells. And then I'm inviting you to take a step back and to see your current reality and how you've been operating and what you've been creating, and to see where perhaps you have been potentially too restrictive, not trusting, feeling it has to be this way because that is what people are telling you, or because that is the way the world works. So just notice it from a high level, and just give me a moment because something's coming through. In terms of where we are stopping ourselves and I apologize that having these moments where these threads are coming through and I'm losing them and then trying to find them. It's like I see them in my notes. I know I've written it down. And then when I look at my notes, it disappears. Okay. So I'm taking a moment just to connect back into that. A task that I'm inviting you to do in this moment is to take a step back, to see the two paths, to move your focus to the path of struggle and push. That's it. Struggle and push. That's it. That's it. That's it. When you are, this is what I wrote down. When you are pushing, you are pushing the miracles away. It's not going to happen for you when you are pushing, when you are forcing. That's what I wrote. It's not going to happen for you when you are pushing, and you are forcing. And so the reason why that's important for you is as you are taking a step back and you are looking at the current reality that you are creating, where in your life, in relation to money, in relation to love, and for love, this may be in a relationship that you are currently in, or it may be in a relationship that you are desiring. So maybe you are too deeply attached to calling somebody in and you are pushing, pushing, pushing. You are going on to all the online dating apps as an example, and just too wrapped up in the experience of it and not trusting. So where are you pushing? Where are you forcing? Where are you not trusting in relation to money, in relation to love, and in relation to creating a legacy, in relation to your soul work, in relation to your soul's mission? And that may be connected to a business, it may be connected to a project. And like, how's that working out for you? Right? When you are pushing and forcing. And now, once you've done that, take a moment to place those beautiful, pure love, infinite intelligence, divine consciousness, magical, mystical lenses on, and see yourself operating in the energy of magic and miracles. And see those situations in a completely different way. See what is possible for you when you are co-creating with spirit, when you are allowing what flows through you and what you are creating and how you are engaging and how you are communicating. When the source of that is pure love, when the source of that is source energy, is spirit flowing through you and moving through you and through what it is that you create. And now, from a high level, looking down, see your life in relation to money, in relation to love, in relation to your soul aligned legacy, your soul purpose. And so the question here is if I could wave a magic wand, and when I say wave a magic wand, be directly connected to pure source energy flowing through me and creating through me, what would my life look like? What are the miracles that would flow in? Okay, so we're going to take a moment to activate the energy of miracles for you. So when you're ready, you can close your eyes. And I know I shared this in the welcome video, but just important in case you didn't watch that. And something that I wanted to share at the start of this video, but I got straight into it, is that every teaching is an activation in itself. And so as you are listening to the videos or the audios or whatever it is that I'm sharing with you, even if it is not presented as an activation, so in the start it was more of a teaching, really open up to all of it being an activation for you. Everything that you see, everything that you read, all your interactions with the other beautiful women that are in this container, let everything be an activation into alchemy for you, for your highest purpose. And so just taking a moment to drop into your breath, to allow your breath to connect you. So slowing your breath down. Allowing your breath to connect you to this pure love energy. And giving yourself the permission to tap into this portal of miracles, that you have every right to experience miracles, that you are a miracle, that life is a miracle, that you are living in a miracle. And that in your human form, in your human body, in your human experience with your human talents and your human mind and your human gifts, you get to experience the magic and the alchemy. And you get to co-create with spirit, with source, with God, with the universe in a very juicy, powerful, expansive way. And so taking a moment to tap into that power, and I am bringing in the spirit of fire. So feel the fire in your belly. You can imagine a fire in your belly. Feel, see, connect, perceive. Whatever works for you, there are no rules. But as you are breathing in and out, you are fueling that fire. And so there is this warmth in your belly that is rising. And it is moving into your heart space, connecting you to your heart's desires. And you are connected to the energy of pure love. And so your heart's desires are what spirit desires for you. So rest in that. And then feel this energy of pure love. As you are breathing in and breathing out, feel how you are breathing in pure love, breathing out pure love. And it is literally tapping you into beautiful, what feels to be countless, multiple portals, multiple miracles, multiple joyful experiences that are literally in your field, flowing through you, in you, and around you. This is the magical, the mystical, the unseen, but it's here, and it's here for you. And so I'm inviting you to feel the truth of that, to trust in that. Yes, it's here for you. And ask Spirit, God, the universe, source, Spirit, to show these miracles to you. Ask to be guided. Ask to be shown your next step. And so what you ask Spirit may change depending on where you are. But my recommendation is to tap in daily and to ask, where are you being led? What are you being shown? How do you get to show up? And allow yourself to be spirit-led. What is here for me to experience today? That is a beautiful question. Show me the miracles I get to experience today. That is a beautiful question. How can I best be of service in my highest expression, in the energy of pure love today? And so every day you connect in, you open up, you ask, what now? What next? You listen. And there's a phrase that's been coming through today, the last couple of hours, and it's so funny because it's actually my husband has an Instagram account called Flow Motion, which is just a passion project. He loves photography, and he loves surfing too. So he does surfing photography. But flow motion, flow motion, flow motion, that phrase has been coming through our flow. When we connect into our flow, it moves us forward. Flow is not stagnant. It is this beautiful movement forward. So every day, dropping in, asking to be connected to our supernatural, magical flow, and asking what steps to take to move forward on our multiple purpose-driven mission, our reason for being on the planet. Show us the reason for being on the planet. How do I move forward connected to that? And you will be shown. When you ask, you will be shown. You may not be shown in that very moment. It may come through to you when you are daydreaming. It may come through to you when you are walking. It may come through to you when you are sleeping in a dream. But it will be shown to you. And trust in that. And when you are embodying that trust, so in this moment, really feeling the energy of trust, it is very peaceful. When you are embodying the energy of trust, you are not pushing, you are not striving, you are trusting. But through that trust, you will be shown and you will then take action. And you will then be open to the miracles that are already here. Beautiful. I sense that there is going to be so much more that is going to flow through. And as it flows through, I will share with you. I will drop it into Facebook. And I will also be going live this week. I will let you know when that is. It will be at different times. I have not set a specific time. And the reason why is that some of you are in America, some of you are in Australia, some of you are in South Africa. There are many different time zones, and I try and cater for all the different time zones. So one week I may be going live at 6 p.m. my time. One week I may be going live 9 a.m. my time, and giving everybody an opportunity to come in live. And I also tap into my own energy levels. And so the entire time I've been wanting to say I'm going to go live on Thursday, and every time I say that to myself, I get told no. So I'm not sure if Thursday is going to be a low energy day for me. And that's why I haven't come in to say that I'm going to be going live on Thursday. But I will be doing the second module, the second portal, which is alchemy, this week. And I will connect in with all of you there. I will create the event. And if you have any questions related to miracles, related to alchemy, related to anything, then please just pop them into Facebook, and I will see you guys for the next call on Facebook Live. I'm sending you all so much love, and I'm trusting that you will receive beautiful miracles. One last thing is, I thought we could have some fun for the 4 weeks together. Look what happened for me is the hashtag. Look what happened for me, right? So this is holding the energy of miracles, and we're going to hold it throughout our journey together. Look what happened for me. So anytime, anything magical, anything, no matter how big or how small, anything that you can celebrate, I'm inviting you to pop it into the Facebook group using the hashtag, look what happened for me. And the reason why I'm encouraging that is to practice the muscle of expecting miracles, expecting the unexpected, and then celebrating in that. And also, as you know, if we were to connect into the typical law of attraction teachings, we manifest not what we want, but what we are vibrating in, the energy of what we are vibrating in. So this drops us into the energy of celebrating the big and the small, all the moments. And it really is incredibly powerful to do that. And something that I practice doing is the deep gratitude of the small moments, because that taps us into the portal of miracles. Something else that's coming through at the end of this, sorry I've kept you so long, is not being attached to what it is that we are manifesting. And I'm even aware now of the phrase calling something in, because it implies that it is outside of us, right? We're calling it in from there, and it is already here. So it's more of a revealing of what is already here, but not being attached to the outcome and not doing something in order to. So going back to what I was sharing earlier, where we are connecting into spirit and we are allowing spirit to be our fuel. We are allowing spirit to move through us, and we are creating from that intention as opposed to creating from the intention of what you're going to get out of it. And this is very important in relation to money specifically, and it's important in relation to love, and it's important in relation to business, actually. But if we are creating with the sole primary purpose of receiving this, whatever this could be money, it could be a validation, internal validation, external validation from others. It could be something material like having the car, having the house. It could be whatever it is, right? If you are creating something, if you are moving into a relationship because of X, because you're going to receive this, then that isn't the right source. We want source to be our source. So we tap in and we allow spirit to be our fuel, and we create from there. And that opens us up to so much more, because otherwise we are very limited and we are putting a cap on what we experience, and we will only get so far before we land up in burnout or emotionally drained or whatever it is. So that just came through for you in terms of why we do what we do. And I actually was going to do a post on Facebook the other day about, I used to teach on finding your why, and the why was always, I'm doing it because I want my family to be looked after. My why is all of these things that actually are external for me, as opposed to my real why, which is I deeply desire to connect to spirit, and I am being led to create this through my connection to spirit, to source, to God, to the universe, to pure love energy. That's why. That's why. Not for the outcomes that we may receive. And I'm not saying those outcomes are not important, but it is that primary source. And so let our source be source. Okay. Trusting in the miracles for you. Please do come in, share any insights, any aha moments, anything that you connected to that you want to share with the group. Any questions, pop them in. And then I'm going to put that hashtag in the Facebook group. Look at what happened for me. And please use it and share what happened for you whenever it happens. Okay, life happens for you. That's also the point of this, not to you, for you. Everything is for you when we are able to look at it from a higher perspective, as difficult as it may be. Okay, I'm going to stop talking, sending you so much love. Mwah, mwah, mwah.